Caroline from Sante Women's Coaching. Today we have a super fun practice. I hope you are ready to get your sweat on. We are going to do some hits. So we've got 3 shreds. They're going to be 4 minutes each, all the last ones too. And we're going to focus on lower body, we're going to focus some on upper body, we're going to focus on our core. So I hope you're ready to get everything worked in a very short amount of time. So to start that, we're going to come up to the top of our mat. We're going to make sure that we get nice and soft in all of our joints. We can shake it out if you want to. I actually always start my practices with a little shake. Knees soft, hips soft, the core is nice and strong. And then we look at our feet. Make sure that our feet are good and stable. So once we found our mountain pose where we can wave ourselves up, we're totally balanced over the entire body. Taking a breath in, the core pulls up and in, protect the spine. Arms come up above our head, little stretch. Make sure that you're kind of leaning to one side a little bit here and then lean to the other side. Hips stay parallel to the ground. We're just getting a little stretch in the rib cage. All right, bring those arms down, shake it out. We're going to practice one little move here. Our hips are going to go back. Our knees are going to stay stable. Our arms come forward for balance. So we're going to soften all the joints, get ready to move. Press down into the floor with our feet. Pull up into the core to protect the spine. And then we come down into a chair. And then we just lift back up with fists of fire. So the arms are going to come forward as we exhale down. Inhaling, we bring it back up. One more time. Down. And up. All right. Now you know what you're going to do for your shred. So let me get our little timer set up here. We're going to do that for 20 seconds. And as we go through, I'll show you some other fun things to do with that. All right? Here we go. Let's do this. So we're going to come down and then lift up. Down and lift up. Hope you're breathing hard. When you come down, exhale it out full. One more time. All right. Shake those legs. You can bring them up behind you. I've got a handy wall right here for stability. Next round. Remember, we're doing 8 rounds of these. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. Almost done with our second round already. Oh yeah. 2 down, 6 to go. And as we go through, I will show you some other stuff that you can add to it. So here we go, next one. Hips going back, knees stay balanced. As we come down, we exhale. Notice how your knees are doing. All right, shake that out. If your knees are feeling wobbly, then you might want to go a little bit slower to make sure that you have full control of the pelvis. Come down, exhale out. You don't have to come down into your chair as far as I am. If you want to go a little bit, if you want to stay up a little bit higher, that's totally fine. Shake that out. 4 rounds left. So now I'll show you a little bit of a shift that you can make. Down we go. And you can come up onto your heels if that feels good. Make sure the head is staying in line with your spine. Wow, it goes by quickly, it really does. Although during the workout, it's like, oh my gosh. All right, 3 more. Now I like that little heel lift, and I'm really pressing it up with those calves. 5 seconds left on this round. All right. Stretch it out. Take some nice breath here. 2 left. All right. Now, from here, you can continue with those little heel lifts. You can take a step back if you need just a little bit of a rest. Shake that out. 1 round left, and I'll show you what other little addition you can make. All right, we're coming down. We're gonna lift up on heels. And we come down, and we hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Halfway done already. This is a killer. Woo! Done with 1 round. Okay. So make sure you really get those quads stretched out here. Gonna grab that ankle. Bring the knees together. Bring it up and in. All right. Seems that real life we can't get away from real life for real long. I can hear the dryer calling me right now. Okay. Stretch that out. Whew. Now, we're going to come down to the floor for next. Remember we said lower body, upper body, core. So the next one is an upper body focus. Grab a drink. We are going to have again 8 rounds. I can't count. There we go. 8 rounds. And we're going to have our hands planted. So before, we made sure to soften the joints and plant our feet. Now our hands are rooting into the ground. So now we're going to soften the shoulders, soften the elbows, so that our hands can plant and really root in. We're going to do, from a down dog position, some little kicks. So we're going to put the weight into the upper body as we're doing these kicks. The kicks will also get our glutes. So turn your toes under, you'll lift the knees, and then we're just going to kick up. We'll do 4 on each side. So just for a second, get into the movement. Try both sides. So it's kind of a little stretch before. We don't want our head lifting up real high. We don't want our head falling down. We want our head neutral. All right, here we go. 4 on each side. Lift the knees, and here we go. Up, kick. We kick with our heel. That weight is going into our upper body. Already resting out. Bring those arms in front, maybe above your head. Stretch out to the side. Remember how we stretched our rib cage at the beginning? Back to the ground. Here we go. Remember, we only have to do 4 on each side. All right, rest it out. Two more on this side, and I'll show you how you can up the ante if you want to. So if you really like it, if you like the whole hopping kind of movement, you could hop that other leg up. All right. Take a breath. Now, if that was getting to be too much, you can do either of those other versions, or you can lower that back knee and maintain a strong core as you're kicking out. Now this is going to take a bit off of your upper body. But, you know, it just kind of depends on where you are right now. All right, one more side. Here we go. So the kicking up into the air. This side is a fresh side, although because you've already worked the upper body 4 rounds, you may not have quite as much energy as you did the first time, and that's okay. Again, stretch it out. Use those 10-second breaks to really rejuvenate your body. And I hope you are sweating like I am right now. Notice that even though this is a down dog, I'm not focusing on getting my back heel down. So here's our third round. Just like before, I'm going to go ahead and kick it up and lift it up. Still kicking with that knee or with that heel. I can always tell when I'm getting tired. Can't think of the words. So, one more side on that. And then my last round, I'm going to go ahead and kick it back with the knee lowered still. And I'm going to bring my elbows down. So you can see, as you do these practices, you will get to know your own body, what you need to do. All right, 8 rounds done. What you need to do at any given time to ensure that you are always not just working at your best, but you're also challenging yourself to move forward. Okay, last time through. For this one, we're going to do 4 rounds only, so you get a little break here. If you choose to do 4 and 4, you want to make it a full 8 again, you can always pause the video, set your own timer, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest, and then make sure that you get the full 8. But for now, we're going to bring our hands behind our thighs. We're going to tilt the pelvis under as we roll ourselves down. Just for a moment, let your knees come in towards your chest. Don't put a big curve in your spine, which means you're not trying to roll yourself up into a ball. You're just kind of pressing your legs against your stomach. Okay, so from here, go ahead and let the feet come back and rest on the floor. We're going to bring our hands behind our head, and we're going to interlace the fingers to create a hammock for our hands to rest, or head to rest in. The head is now just floating in that little hammock. We're not going to pull our neck up at all. Instead, we're lifting our shoulders off the floor. That's the key here. So the head is still floating. The shoulders lift up and off. So we're going to do 4 rounds of crunches. Let me get my little timer going here. 4 rounds of crunches. Think about bringing the rib cage to the top of the hip bone. The head only moves because it's connected to the neck. Stretch out those legs. We're only doing 4, so this round I want your legs to be straight. So this is waking up a belly bonfire. Every time you exhale, you squeeze up. increase the strength and endurance of all these abdominal muscles. Again, stretch it out. Use your 10 seconds wisely. 2 rounds left. Big breath here, and really exhale it out. Last round. So we're pulling and pressing our abs down towards the floor. Not to flatten the back, but in reality we're trying to press into the spine. And done. So every time you do that, you want to pull the muscles of the back, the sides, and the stomach into the spine to protect the spine. That's what the real goal is there. Not to press everything down into the ground, not to bend everything up and in. We're trying to get those core muscles to create this amazing strengthening corset around the spine. So big stretch here. Remember when you do a big inhale, you would give those muscles a chance to relax and stretch, and then when you exhale, you tighten them all back in. Now reach those arms up and out and away from your feet. We're going to take a block. I happen to have a block handy. You can always have a block. You can do this without as well, but I like using a block. You're going to bring your feet up and in towards your hips. You're going to peel the hips gently off the floor. You're going to place that block underneath the sits bones, so not your lower back, the sits bones. And then we're in a supported bridge. So you can hang out here if you like, or you can let the legs stretch long. This creates a delicious stretch for that psoas, which is the muscle that goes from the inner thigh, travels behind the organs, and then attaches to the side. Each side, there's 2 of them, each side of the lower back, the spine. So by doing this, we're getting a stretch to all of those deep inner core muscles that really help to stabilize our spine. If you like, you can lift those arms up again above your head, walk both legs over to one side, stretch. And then walk the legs up to the other side, walk the hands over to the same side, so you're making this kind of crescent shape or a banana shape. Breathing deeply, and then exhaling just as deeply. And then bring your hands back to center, walk those feet back up towards your hips. Gently peel the sits bones off of the block. Move that block, lower your back. Feel how much space you created there. And then you can walk those legs long, open your hands wide. Close your eyes. And just rest there. Just let everything melt back down into the floor. We're allowing everything to come back into anatomical position. Enjoy the feeling of complete relaxation. Pause the video if you'd like to stay here longer. But whenever you're ready, you gently move to one side. Press the floor away with your hands. And then come up to seated. And once you're there, finding those sits bones, sitting nice and tall, go ahead and do that little wave with your spine up. Shift your spine from side to side, get some movement back in. You can have your hands resting to each side. Let your head balance over your hips. One last inhale, and then exhale, and open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed today, that you will try this again and again and again and really get good at it. Every time you do it, you get stronger. Don't try it every single day. Try it like every other day. You really don't, because this is a HIIT, you don't want to make your muscles have to work so hard like that and then not give them rest. So they'll need a good 48 hours to recover after this practice. So give them that little chance to recover and then come back to the mat again and do it again. And watch as your body increases in strength and endurance. You're going to be amazed at the difference. This is a great addition to any yoga practices that you're doing or any other type of cross training that you want to add in, because it is so joint friendly. Just keep those joints soft every time you're doing it. Never lock your elbows or your knees, and you will be amazed at how good you feel. Have a great time, and I will see you next time.